Okay, for the zip, this the only zip I could find. So if you have a stronger zip, this about 8 inch. You find a stronger one you can use. Okay, so the first thing, you turn the zip this way. This is the side that will be here. So you turn it and place on the center front on your seam line. So you pin it down, and then if you have a lining you are going to use, or an extra of this, a duplicate of this, you can use it to cover. So what I do with mine, because I'm going to just sew the lining on it together, so this is what I do. I take the lining, I cut it the same way I cut the fabric. I take the lining and I'm going to place here. I'm going to sew here. When I sew, I will turn it in. You are going to see that when I'm done. Okay, this is for the right hand side. This is for the right side of the zip. So I'm going to show you how to fix the left side of the zip. Okay. So for this, before you start, you sew on right side to right side. Sew this and turn. Okay. Sew this and turn. You can leave the edges rough, but I always like everything for mine to be neat on the inside. Okay. You can leave it rough that way, but I want mine to be turned so that I can have edges like this. Okay, that's what I have when I turn it. Okay, so this is the right side, this is the left side. So see the way I place the zip this way, the tip under. Okay, so you can best it down, you can hold it down, and then later you can sew close to the tip there. But the important thing is, when you are done with that, you need to turn it once again with a good fold, because it's going to be this way. This is how you are going to have it. And then when you fold it this way, you sew here. Okay, and I always like to do this. I always like to sew on top of this one to hold it down. So what I do is, I sew here up to this place, and then at the edge here, I make sure I hold this together. Alright, so I sew only this. So when I get to the edge, I make sure I take this and hold it together and sew it so that the flap stays open that way. Alright, so you can try that. Your finishing may not be this bad. Okay, you may have a better finishing, but that's the technique. And you can actually sew your crotch first if you want to, but I always prefer to fix the zip first before I sew the crotch. I'm using a colored zipper so that you can really see it, but I prefer to use a matching color. Prefer to use a matching color of zip so that it doesn't show. You see, it's showing over here. So make sure you use a matching color. Okay, so we have to join it now, and then we fix the band. I want to join it and fix the band, so I will go and join the inner legs, do the lining, join the lining, join the inner legs, and then the side before I put the lining. Start by cutting your pattern and bias. Cut it on bias. I did 3, 1, 2, 3.5. And because this is a soft fabric, I'm going to stay it with an interfacing. I'm going to stay it with a X-stay, something to make it stronger. Okay? But if your fabric is strong enough, then that's fine. You don't need to stay it with anything. So I'm going to use a fabric stay, X-stay, and I'm cutting it on straight grain. This is going to be on straight grain. This is on bias, but this is on straight grain. This is because I want to reduce the stretchiness. Notice that when you cut something on bias, it becomes very stretchy. Okay, so I don't want it to go all the way. I want to ensure that it stays firm, not too stretchy, but firm enough to give me a nice shape on the waist. So I'm cutting this on straight grain. Ironing 1, 2, fold it into 2 places, and then a half. Okay, make sure you fold it that way. 1, 2, remain the half for you to fix on your pants. So that's my waistband. You notice after I added the X-stay, it's not as stretchy as it was before, but it gives me room to move the waistband as I like. It's not so stretchy. It has a little less stretch. So if your fabric is very light and stretchy, you might have to add stay to it. Okay, but if your fabric is strong enough, there's no need to do that. So let's see how we are going to fix it to the band. Okay, that's my waistband that I folded, I ironed and folded, and that's my pants. So I'm working from the wrong side, from the inside. I'm going to place my band this way on the inside. And I pin it together. I hold it down. I do it right around the waist. Around the waist. Okay, I have my band pinned to the wrong side of my fabric. This is the right side, this is the wrong side. So the waistband is pinned. Where I have the seam allowance, that's where I pin it down to the waist. Pin it down to the waist. And I'm going to sew at about half an inch. I'm going to sew at about half an inch across. You see that I have excess here. Now this is the edge of my waist where the zipper is. So I don't want this excess. I need it to be like this. So what do? I turn it upside down. So that I can sew across here. When I sew across, I'll be able to have something like that. Okay? So that is the purpose of the excess. I also have excess at this other end too. That too will stop here. Okay? I've sewn the half an inch round. So my waistband will be this way. This is what the waistband will look like. The waistband. But before then, I need to stitch this. I need to hold it down. So what do? I turn it this way. I actually reduce it. Okay, so I turn it this way. And I sew across here. Just by the edge. I sew across there. Okay. When I'm done, I'm going to be having something like this. And then I start to sew my waistband top stitch it. Start to sew it. You can use pin to hold it down to make sure everything is in place. I use the pencil on the band so that you can see that I actually folded them. But for a white fabric, you don't use pencil, you don't use colors, so you don't stain your fabric. Okay, so I'm going to sew on it, top stitch, and then this is what I'll have at the edge. You see, so that's what I'm going to have there. Okay, there you see I top stitched on the right side. So this is what we have. You have the zip there, and you have the pockets here. You have the welt pocket here. You have the side pocket there. So you can fix your fastener. You can fix your fastener here. Okay. Now, if you notice, for my pattern, I didn't leave it straight. I lowered the waistline, the front waistline. I removed the dots and lowered the front waistline, a dot with a pouch, so that it will sit comfortably on my belly. Okay, so there's no dot at the front. Instead, I used a lowered waistline called pouch, so that you sit comfortably at the front. E. So I need to see a Y for your zipper. Okay, E is my name, the initial of my name. So I need the initial of your name. Alright, try it. Let's see what else will come out like. Okay, I hope you understand the waistband.